welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie. I hope you're doing well, having a great Monday, as great as Monday can be. It's the last week at my current job before I switch over and start working for Amazon. So I'm closing out chapters in my life this week, so hopefully you're doing good stuff too. This is going to be a pickle pile, and we're talking about your spiritual journeys. Everything you need to know about it, what you're currently going through, what you might come up against, what your spiritual gifts are, what your purpose is. We're going to try to get the full tea, all about your personal spiritual journey. So vibe out to the stickers I'm going to hold up. I will hold up 3 of them. When you select the pile you would like, go to the description box below. I will timestamp there. Please remember to like below, as it does help me grow. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And subscribe if you like my vibes. Thank you so much. And if it sounds like someone in your life and not you, you can feel free to share it to them if you'd like. So pile 1, we're going with the Powerpuff Girls. Putting it down in 3, 2, 1. Pile 2 is Rugrats. Putting it down in 3, 2, 1. And pile number 3, I'm going to call it Looney Tunes, even though it's Daffy, since we're going with shows. Putting it down in 3. I do that every time for pile 3. I'm so sorry. I'm like, just put it down on 1. 3, 2, 1. Alright, go to the description box below, and I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile 1. You picked Powerpuff Girls. Super cute. Alright, let's get into it. So, of course, I like to start with a little bit of advice that you need right now for your inside spiritual work. So, Spirit is suggesting you make a vision board. You might be trying to make some decisions in your life, or you're just feeling like life isn't all it's cracked up to be, or you're not living up to your potential. Maybe you're thinking about going back to school. Maybe you're thinking about redecorating your house. Whatever it is, Spirit's like, get creative. Get the scissors out. Get the magazines. Make yourself an inspirational board to help figure out what you want to do with whatever project or life choice. And every day you're going to see it. And like I said, that's your motivation. And look for fairies. To me, this is look for signs. I feel like Spirit has been talking to you a lot lately. Maybe you're seeing the signs, maybe you're not. This could be through music. This could be through numbers on the clock. It could be through seeing names, or just hearing sirens all the time is actually a sign from the angels sometimes. If you're not sure, Google it. You can Google anything these days. Is this a sign? Sometimes I do that because I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, trust your own instincts. All right, let me get a little bit of a spread going on. Now, this is the full tea on your spiritual journey. So we might be talking about things that you've gone through in the past and why. We might be talking about things that you are dealing with now and what you're learning from it. Or we could be talking about future stuff. I'm leaving it to Spirit, even though I pre-drew these. I asked specifically to talk about your journey and whatever you need to know at this time. So they're going to decide what that is, not me. Don't kill the messenger. All right, so, balance. I think you have a need to have balance in your life right now. I feel like in some aspect of your life, the scales are tipped in an unfavorable way. Whether this is energy and you're just exhausted and you have too much on your plate, like trying to be a parent, trying to work a career, or you're just, trying to keep up with the Joneses. I just feel like life is a little bit chaotic, and not necessarily in a good way. This could be inner chaos. Your rest of your 3D life might look okay, like you might have your bills paid, your home's clean, like that stuff's good, your career is good, but in here is feeling off. That could be true as well. We have celebrate your wins. With the balance in front of it, I'm not sure if this is currently for you, if things are coming in or starting to pay off. Spirit's like, don't let the success make you lazy or get to your head. Like, stay humble and keep working hard just because success rolls in. And if this is future, when the success does roll in, don't take that as a sign to relax, because there's always going to be something to do. Keeping a balance is important, especially in work for you. I think you're just naturally a person that balances out people around you. Like if there's conflict, you might find yourself always kind of being the middleman, the mediator. People might just confide feelings into you. You might just be easy to talk to. You just might be a very balanced Zen person. This could be a part of your purpose as well. Stop, drop, and ground. Yeah. You could work in like emergency situations, or you just deal with high trauma, or you have high trauma. To me, this is triggering anxiety because my heart's starting to race. You might struggle with anxiety. You could be an empath here. When I was first becoming an empath and I didn't know the difference between my feelings and someone else's feelings, I was extremely overwhelmed. And I didn't know how to separate it. And it was, like I said, to the point of overwhelming where I didn't know where I started and other people began. And this might be a struggle for you, or something you struggled with as you spiritually awakened. We have dragonfly. You bring light to the world, so you are definitely a light worker. If you're wondering what that is, I'll let you go off on Google and discover what a light worker is to you. Everybody has their own meaning of it. To me personally, a light worker is somebody placed on this earth, an earth guardian, an earth angel, to help the human species, the animal species, or the planet and uplift it into the future. That is just a fancy word for a light worker to me in the spiritual sense. You could have a grand purpose, you could have a tiny purpose, but we all have to work together to make the world and people better, and that's always going to be true. So there's always going to be earth angels placed here and light workers placed here generation after generation. Like my kids will most likely be light workers, and their kids will most likely be light workers, and their jobs will vary, and their skills will vary, and their talents will vary, but they all have a specific purpose. I personally believe we are all born natural light workers, and it's your path whether you decide to be one or not. Like I said, we're all X-Men's. We all have some kind of secret talent in there. Earth. Okay, so you could be an earth sign. Again, just very grounded. You could actually be a scientist. Saving the planet might be a part of your journey. Biofuels, I'm hearing, like cleaning the ocean. These are all things that you could be very passionate about. Earth is your mission. I'm very pulled in this direction with this stopping ground. I'm getting a lot of like hippie vibes here, and I'm laughing because it's not like hippie like sitting around campfire, like the old school hippies, like protesting and you know, burning their bras, you know, going crazy. You do have a aspect here of you're a fighter, you're a crusader, you believe in something, you're willing to go out and put your neck on the line for that change. But you're very grounded, you're very focused on earth. You want to do better for the planet, and you want to do better for people. And I think your purpose here is kind of finding a way to take the hands of the people and lead them into the future on how better we can treat Earth and how better we can ground ourselves. Just very zen. Like, let's make love, not war. I love it. Good vibes. Breaking bad habits. Yeah. Self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. You could be a counselor, but you're definitely meant to work with mental health and, like I said, the earth. These don't normally go hand in hand, so you could be like a psychologist during the day, and you participate in like cleaning up the earth on the weekends. It could be that as well. You can multitask in your purposes here, but I just get your purpose mostly here is to teach, maybe how to plant, how to grow your own vegetables for poorer families, how to plant trees to create more oxygen, how to replace our Christmas trees when we take them out. Like, it could be something small and simple, but if you take that small and simple and you bring it into the inner city where they don't normally have farms and they don't normally have gardens, and it's kind of all just kind of concrete, the concrete jungle, you can literally change people's lives by changing the perspective. That's very much true for where you are. You're going, or what your purpose is. You're like going to places and taking what you have learned and you're teaching them, and it could be teaching them how to be better to earth or be better in mental health, or both. All right, so we have forgiveness, adventure, and self-discipline. Okay. Self-discipline, I'm definitely getting like anger management. This might have been something you struggled with as a child, and which is why you as a I'm getting teacher vibes. Maybe you're just all around a teacher about mental wellness and balance. It could be that. I still get the earth vibe. That might just be a hobby. But self-discipline is definitely working with like teenagers or adults, working with people who have been abused or are the abusers. I don't think you discriminate. Both to you need help. The person who abuses and the person who was abused are both equally sick. You might actually choose to work with the abusers because most people choose to work with the ones who are abused, and we as a society kind of coddle them, which is great. We should support them. We should coddle them and protect them because they absolutely need it. But in order for true change to happen, you have to understand the mental illness and what creates somebody who is a beater. And most likely, in your case, you're recognizing that most beaters in the world were somebody who got beat. It's like you're just very good at taking the side less traveled, taking the side less discussed. The underdog, for sure, is where you shine and where you do well, especially with like homeless, but not just any homeless. You know, you get all those ignorant people out here that say, you know, they're homeless. They could just go get a job. You know, they're choosing to live this way. It's because they're addicts. But what a lot of people don't understand is a majority of homeless people are mentally ill. People who either used to have people taking care of them and they just got to a certain age and either they couldn't do it anymore, maybe their parents died, or they just didn't want to do it anymore. No one's around making sure they take their medication. These people do not know how to function on their own. This is something that you definitely race through your mind. This is your forte. The underdogs, the less forgotten, the less glamorous. You know, you have all these Hollywood celebrities going out and then jumping on these bandwagons, but for you, you're somebody who gets down in the really ugly bits of it, including like climbing into polluted water and like holding up fish and like, look, we're killing our planet. You might be a little extra about it, but I like it. You're passionate. You know when to make an impact, and you make it well. For whatever topic you are hitting at. If you're working with teenagers, I feel like you really know how to connect with them. They take a lot from you. If you're working with people who society kind of rejected as people who can't change or can't be reformed, I think you make a very big difference. If you're working with your environment, I feel like wherever you live and what community you live in, your environment just naturally gets better because you're a naturalist. And I think you kind of show your neighbors how to do things and you show your friends how to do it, and it kind of gets passed along, and it's a ripple effect. You're making change in that way everywhere you go. We have forgiveness. Remember what I talked about. This could be working with like prisoners, prison reform, people who aren't forgiven by society. Like I said, the underdogs, people that kind of get shoved in a box and people just want to put the lid on it and just call it a day. Not you. You are here to shine. You're a light worker. You shine in the dark all by yourself, and these people desperately need you. This isn't going to be an easy fight for you. But remember, we're only given what we can handle. You could be in the position to do more than most people could had they not been you. You know what I mean? You will be put in the right places at the right times. And I think you're going to come a long way with this forgiveness and how people look at, like, mental illness and homelessness and mental illness and people who beat children or women or men or who are in these kind of like sadistic relationships and, you know, the unglamorous. If we want world peace, if we want, you know, true dignity and respect for others, we got to shine lights here. We got to fix it. We got to get on the ground. And you are the soldier on the ground here. You're going to be traveling a lot in your life, especially as a light worker. But to me, this is just like pulled in places where people don't want to go. Or people just aren't willing to give it a voice. It's just, you know, too poor of a situation or not enough. It's not enough cool points and you don't really give a shit about that. You're willing to get down and dirty and go where you need to go. A lot of change. You're going to change wherever you go. You're going to make a change. And you're definitely a healer, especially when it comes to the inside. Anger, resentment, how people look at other people, how people look at the planet. I think you help people with rejection. Rejection stems, to me, like I was saying about the society that completely rejects people, like child molesters, murderers, drug addicts, repeat drug addicts, thieves. You know, people kind of get lumped in a box and they get rejected from getting jobs. They get rejected from living places. They get rejected from ever moving past the last mistake. And yes, sometimes these are repeat offenders. And, you know, we've made mistakes in the past. So I do understand both sides. But for you, you're taking the world rejected, the world underdog, and you're trying to show that there's good and bad. There's, you know, we can't just assume that every single one of them is going to be a repeat offender, because by doing that, we're doing an injustice. This is the kind of stance you have. We have to give them all an equal opportunity, and if they fuck up and they go back, hey, you know, that's them, you know, but we have to at least give everyone an equal shot. We have to give them a chance, or else what else is this all for? I feel like that's a very big principle to you. You might even have said that before. We have confusion and impatient. These people wouldn't know what to do. This is like the homeless that are mentally ill and they're confused. They might not even know they're homeless. You know what I mean? They're just drifting about their day. People out in the world that don't know how to better their situation. They don't know how to get jobs or get people to look at them other than someone who once wore a prison uniform. And the world is just impatient. They don't have time and there's no compassion, and these people get left behind. This could also be confusion about the planet. Like people don't understand that just by doing little things every day we can actually improve the planet, but they're just impatient. They just want to throw things without sorting it. You know what I mean? This is your mission to help those clouds be cleared and give voices and better explain it in a way no one else can explain it, so that the simplest of people can understand it. You might be a religious leader. You could be like anything like a priest or a nun or like a shaman healer. You could even be like a ghost hunter. That's considered a spiritual person. But you're just ruled by your faith, you're ruled by spirit and your guides, and you follow your instincts. You have very, very good instincts. You're pulled to help by your heart. Your heart rules you and you will follow it. As is most light workers, we are ruled by our hearts. I think you will have very good luck in your life because you earn so much good karma. You are a good person. You're out here helping everybody in the world that just kind of get shit on, and because of it, you're going to get good luck. So if you like randomly just be thankful, shoot up, be like, wow, thanks. But this also talks about luck to those underdogs. You're changing the game for them. Prison reform, maybe you're going to help create a system so that they can come out and get a job, so it's easier for them to stay clean or stay on track and they don't have to go back to the inner city areas. Memory, I think to me, this is about reminding people of the core of who we are and why we love and what family is and what all this is for. People aren't meant to be alone. They aren't meant to be forgotten and abandoned. We need to remember them because they're out here starving. They're out here struggling. This is another one of your mottos. I could just see you up on a podium preaching to people. They need your help. Listen. Good for you. I'm very proud of you. I don't even know who you are. Do this. It's a hard job. It's a hard job to be the voice, especially when no one wants to listen and absolutely needs to listen. I always stop and smile at people like you when they talk. I listen. I'm also a starseed too, so kind of my peeps. I recognize your vibes. Anyway, we have music. Okay, so you could be like like I said, shamanic healing could work with music. You could help people release anger and feelings through music. You could raise money through music for your causes. Or just, again, a hobby. I think you have a natural, calming, soothing voice. And I think you have a lot of messages, even if it's writing music. A lot of your messages and saving people and helping people might come in the form of music. Might inspire the younger generation to change and grow through music. Flower, again with that hippie vibes, you're just so zen. You're connected to this earth. You're very nurturing. That a lot of mother-father energy. People feel safe. And wherever you go, things blossom inside people and in the earth. We have naked. You help people get down and expose the truth of who they are and not feel shame for it. It takes somebody a lot of courage to stand in a room and be like, you know what? I'm homeless. I'm also an addict. I did this. I did this. I did this. That takes courage and balls for people to own their stuff. And I feel like dare to bear it all. You could definitely work in addiction as well. To get down to the truth, to find out who they are, and to speak the truth to the world and be heard. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to be the underdog. This is you saying you don't have to hide your underdogness to the world. The world needs to learn how to embrace the underdog. Yes. Yes, messenger and alchemist. You have a big message about unity, about camaraderie, about compassion, about being one with your community, about really love thy neighbor. And if we really, truly, honestly love thy neighbor, nobody would be homeless. Let's be real. You're also a powerful manifester. You might actually make medicines. I'm definitely getting that shamanic healer. You might want to get into that if you are very much into the earth and getting your hands dirty. You can work with herbs. They're great for all kinds of things. I am an earth sign. I am an earth maiden or earth protector like you. I relate heavily to a lot of your messages. So I feel like in some way we all play with the earth. You got to find out in what way earth calms you. You could even literally grow flowers and give them to people, and putting a smile on their face, that breeds hope. Still using the earth. Perfect storm, the courage to step into life. You are the perfect storm. You are the one that flies into the darkest of night and leads them out into the sun, whether the world wants to see them or not. You lead them to the sun. You give them a voice. You allow them to be themselves. You give them the courage to get out of this stuck energy and to say, no, world, you're not going to leave me behind. Gathering around the power of community. I mean, come on. You are a community leader. You are compassionate. You don't forget anyone. Your community is uplifted just having you in it. You're a blessing. Straddling worlds. You could be a medium as well. Definitely getting those paranormal investigator vibes. Doesn't have to be. Or you're just a good mix of empath and psychic, which helps you really decipher people, especially with mental illness that might not be able to communicate. You might actually use your gifts to calm them down and help them out. They might genuinely be pulled to you. Most special needs and people who struggle, they can spot the good ones a mile out, and they go right to you, if you've ever noticed. It just, like animals, they know a good person. They feel the energy. These people are the same. They flock to you. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. You could be a guy too, but yeah, you're people who are hurting, who have nothing, and this world is just shitting on them. They run to you with open arms and you embrace them. Even if they stink, even if they have nothing, even if they're mumbling and they're a drunk in the world that's like, oh, get out of here, bum. You hug them. You see beyond. You see the soul, the web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligent, cause and effect. Yeah, you are the cause and effect. Even if you change it for one homelessness, or one homeless person, for one person who looked at homeless in a negative way, if you just do that once a week through your whole life, look at how much change you're creating. That's huge. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Your whole life, you're going to be spent helping people. You're here to service people. You're here to take care of people. Definite nurse, doctor, psychiatrist, fireman, police officer type of stuff. Sorry, these little fucking ants are coming in through my freaking air conditioners. Not like a lot, but like I at least see 2 a day, so I'm going to spray it. Anyway, we have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Yeah, you're a protector. You're a protector of the held down. You are the freer of the oppressed. Badass. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. You could work with animals. You could also protect animals like you protect people. You could have a farm that you just take in animals that don't have a home, and you could also take in homeless people. Animals and homeless. Anyone who needs help, you are there. Sky Father, trust in the unknown. You're very connected to spirit. Whether you know it or not, you can communicate. You do have guides. I feel like majority of you are very connected to your guides, but some of you might just be starting out. Some of you might not even know yet. If you're compelled, dig into it. It's got to come in your own time, in your own way. Let's close out your reading. We have adjustment, sacred action, and idyllic times. You're here to lead into the future. All the things that we need to leave behind in the future, you're going to be a part of that. You're adjusting. We shouldn't have homeless in the future. We shouldn't have drug addiction in the future. We shouldn't have pollution in the future. I want to fix it. I want to make sure all this yucky stuff gets left behind in the past. That's part of your mission here. And you will take that sacred action. You will follow that heart. You will be pulled by your heartstrings, by spirit, to speak when you need to protect when you need to uplift when you need to. Trust it. You're a powerhouse. You're a bad mama jamma. Violet Angel, breaking dawn. Dawn of a new day. You're bringing change. You're a change maker. You're a ripple breaker. Mend a broken heart, fairy. Yeah. The held down, the oppressed. You're here for them. You're here to mend, to uplift. Angel of time, working too hard. You're going to spend a lot of your time servicing others. Don't forget to service yourself, Spirit says. You can't save the whole world by yourself. Just remember that. You can take breaks. We do want you to enjoy your life too. Don't just make it all about them and the oppressed. Make it about you too. You deserve it. Voices, you could definitely communicate with spirit. But to me, this is about giving people a voice who don't have one. Broom. What dreams may come from what you seek, make room, make way, a clearing need be. Clearing out old, outdated, especially like prison reform, like I'm just using it as an example. You're like sweeping away that they don't deserve second chances, that they're always going to be criminals, that nobody can change. You're getting rid of shitty attitudes and biases that don't belong here anymore. Potions and spells, you can definitely be a shaman and work with herbs, especially with helping people in holistic ways, like making babies, lowering cholesterol, skin treatments. There's so many things you can do with herbs. I would definitely play. You definitely have a gift in there, and it's part of your spiritual journey. But God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for being made, and thank you for being here. And you have a job that this whole world is going to shit on you for, and you're never going to get the amount of thank yous that you need, because most of the people you work with can't comprehend the word thank you or what appreciation is because they're mentally ill. So for all of them, thank you. You have a heart of gold, and I am here if you ever need me for anything, because the world will shit on you and you're just gonna give them the finger, and I like badasses. I'm a fellow badass here if you need me. Thank you so much. I hope you liked it. If you want more of these in the future, please give me a thumbs up below. If you like my vibes, please subscribe. I'll see you all next time, Pile 1. Bye. Pile 2, you picked the Rugrats. Super cute. Alright. Hello, Gaia. I like to start with a little bit of personal, like, inner work advice from Spirit to you. We have make a meal and sync with the moon. Gaia's also hungry. That's why she's up here reminding me, like, hello, is it time for us to be fed yet? I think you're stretching it a little bit. If some of you are out there, you know, with the heat change, you might not be as hungry as you normally are. I would pay attention to that. Make sure you're eating. Or to me, this is a call to eat healthier. Maybe less fried food, better heart quality food, more greens. You need your vitamins. Spirit is saying, sync with the moon. Moon cycles are important. We have a new moon coming up on Tuesday. This could be good for manifesting or transmuting. I would look into that. Hiccups already. It's going to be a good reading. All right, let's get into it. Limitations inspire innovations. Soul on fire and light in the unexpected. Yes, like Pile 1, you are also a light worker. You have a spiritual mission here. You have spiritual gifts for sure. Anyone who brings light to the dark, in my opinion, is a star seed. I'll let you Google those words. I don't like to force feed my opinions. And there's so many different definitions of what a star seed is or what a light worker is. I'll let you find what you believe in. Limitations inspire innovations. A lot like Pile 1, I'm feeling like you're helping people be who are restricted or held down, who need to like really come from a creative place. Or you could be like an inventor, entrepreneur. You could help businesses get off the ground. Tech companies, anything like that, inspire creatively the future, and technology could be a part of your soul purpose too. Soul on fire. You're very passionate. I feel like you're very artistic. I think you have that it factor. You might be a celebrity. You might have wanted to be a celebrity. Or wherever you go, you just kind of seem to get attention. People might watch you. It's because you have that star quality that people can't quite figure out. They want to know more. Like, who are you? You definitely have that quality. Healing. So you are definitely a healer. You could be a shaman, a healer, sound healer. You could be a literal healer, like a doctor, nurse, pharmacist, anything like EMT, firefighter. They heal too. Air. I don't know why. Maybe you work in a helicopter. Maybe you lift people up to like the hospital. I picked these two up and I heard helicopters. So you could be like emergency air evacuations or air emergency, Coast Guard, anything like that. But this also talks about healing the mind space. You could be a psychologist. Protection. Oh. You might even be an exorcist. That could be a part. If you're like a medium and an empath, I feel like helping people with hauntings and personal hauntings would be right up your alley. Protecting the mind space from that. But this is giving them a protective space like a counselor's office. You might work with youth as well. You could be like a youth counselor, protecting them. They could come to you and say what's happening to them. We have acceptance, growth, vanity, prayer, and recovery. Gaia, you like fully lay down on my spread, Bookie. Poor baby. Acceptance with growth. I feel like you help people accept difficult situations. You might help them accept that maybe they're struggling from a disease. Perhaps they could die. This is like hospice type of energy for some of you. For some of you, this is accepting death, helping with grief, accepting what you cannot change. It could be helping with like addiction, helping people accept their circumstances, accept their life circumstances that aren't always pleasant and grow on from it. You might even work with narcissists, people who, some narcissists are low-key and they kind of only hurt themselves, and then you have narcissists that kind of take out a whole family and create a lot of damage. So you could be helping families learn to deal with narcissism and maybe addiction. You could be, what do they call it when you like kind of ambush people when you want them to go to rehab? It's escaping my mind. Prayer. You could work in the church, but to me, I just heard serenity prayer. I feel like you help with people with addiction, or just help what they cannot change, grief, loss. You could even give people last rites, even. Recovery, you help people recover, again with medical vibes. But this is also mental recovery. You could work in like a mental hospital, or that would be something you'd be good at. We have new beginnings, moderation, domestic harmony, and music. Okay, so you could be like a marriage counselor. You could help people come out of, we have new beginnings and moderation. So a lot like Pile 1, you could be helping people like get out of prison and figure out what to do with their life, or get out of foster care and now they're 18 and they have to be independent. You could help them. You could help them get into fostering kids, or helping foster kids adjust to their new beginnings, because we have domestic harmony. You might help with adoption. Music, you could be a music teacher or a sound healer. You could go to people's homes to give blessings and prayers and remove things energetically through sound. Or this is about facing the music. Definite counseling. Thick counseling vibes for you, Pile 2. Love and success. Okay, so you could be a life coach here. You could help people find love and success, and I feel like this is very much a part of your path personally. I think for some of you, might have a love partner who you're also successful in business with. Just getting a futuristic vibe. You might work in the music industry. You might be people that help people find love, like create a dating app. I did get like entrepreneur type of vibes, or something you love is going to bring you great money. Like you're going to love your job. You're going to love what you do, even if you don't do it now. Or if you don't love what you do now, this is going to be a priority in your life. We have ocean, color, and key. Go with the flow and flow with the glow. Helping people adjust to difficult situations, helping with grief and chaos, helping people find balance and move on. You might help people get out of dangerous homes. You might help like abused kids and moms, you know what I mean? Or dads. Color, express your true feelings. Again with counseling. Give them the tools to speak correctly, to communicate efficiently. I just see someone holding up cards with, today I feel, or I am mad. You could deal with people who just don't know how to to express what they're going through because they're little, or they just never had help learning proper communication. Key, seek no further. Your aha moment is at hand. Definite life coaching energy. Helping people figure out where to go from here is 100% part of your soul mission. Defender and illusionist. You might work with people with like split personalities, or just people who aren't being realistic about their relationship they're in. You could help them get realistic about how to fix it and save it, or how to make a life plan, how to make a financial plan, how to make a business plan. You're very good at helping people weed out the bullshit and make a solid plan, whether that be in life coaching, whether that be in business. Defender could also be legal. You're defending the truth, protecting people in the courtroom, maybe who don't have the money for the best counselor. Public defender. Hermit, retreat and recharge. You're somebody who's always going to need their alone time. You might actually be a Virgo. This is going to be vital to whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on. Make sure you're always taking time to yourself. And I feel like you might be like some kind of psychologist that works in a retreat and you only take a certain amount of people. This is all about creating like a rehab environment that's protected and can help people in the best way either get clean or get mental clarity or heal. Heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. This is about helping people through trauma. You could be a trauma coach, life coach, trauma counselor. Star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Again with life coaching, helping people find a plan. You could just be someone like the show The Prophet, who comes in and helps people rebuild and save their business. Definitely getting those vibes as well. The Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. So people who are just not in a very good place. Maybe they're losing everything. You could help them come in and save their financials. You could help them bring love back into their life and come back to being a better person. But you're dealing with people who are frosty, rude, who don't want to be in the situation they're in, and you're kind of coming in to save the day. The Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. You could help people, again, rebuilding business off the ground, building empires, building people up so they feel worth within themselves, or they have physical worth. It could be about helping them make money or helping them feel like $1 million within. The cosmos, oh my God, creativity and vastness. Yes, you're very creative, very, very artistic. You might actually be an art therapist for some of you, or use art to help your patients. Deep quiet, meditation and stillness. You're definitely someone who likes to sit, and you're definitely going to need this. For the more people you help, the more heavier the vibes. That you're always going to be someone who's got to sit with spirit for a minute. Remind this of yourself when you're feeling burdened. But this is also maybe you're teaching people about crystals, or how to meditate, how to silence their mind. Whale song, resonating. I think you bring people together. I think you help them see that we're all part of something and we're not really alone. And that there's a big purpose, and that we all can do big things if we believe in ourselves. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Yeah, you help people find their spirit again, whether that's their spirit for life, their spirit for career, or the spirit in a relationship and a family. You're all about restoration. Like, people come to you very down and out, very miserable, very just over it, just not feeling good, and they leave. And you help them from the ground up. Clairvoyance, yeah, you're very clairvoyant. You do have psychic vision. You can see the needs in people, and you trust your instinct. You're very inspiring. People trust you very much. Okay, so you're a protector with this divine masculine. You're strong. People feel like you will fuck them up if they try. Like if this is somebody who's like being abused, they feel safe, like you're going to protect them. If this is somebody who's struggling mentally, they see that you can understand them, they trust you. This is strong, grounded, standing in your power. People who come to you don't have any power. They want to be like you. You're a role model. Angelic assistance, yeah. You lean on your own guides to help these people, and these guides bring people to you that really need your help, and they know that you will respond because you are an earth angel. Grumpy red fairy, be your true self. This is helping people get out of depression, get out of a funk. Could even be teenagers, but there's that bitchy, like, I don't want to be here. You can't help me. No one can help me energy. And oh, how quickly they change their mind. Pile 2. Death and the Maiden. Invasion, boundaries violated, dominance. So you could definitely be somebody who comes in and clears homes of bad spirits, or people of bad spirits. Definitely could have some possession vibes. But this is helping people close chapters and start new ones and become happy again. Lantern Fairy, a clear solution. You help them see that clear solution. You help them find a path. You help them make a plan. You help get themselves out of it. Coming of winter, people come to you on hard times, fallen times. They're desperate when they come to you. And you're not someone who's going to take advantage of them because they're desperate. You're going to genuinely help them. Black cat, yeah, you're a mystic. You have this magic about you. Powerful manifester, for sure. And again with protection, you got protection 3 times. You could be heavily spiritually protected, like if you are an exorcist or you work in the spiritual world or anything in the occult. You are very, 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 very protected. You have a strong veil. And you're protected by angels to do what you do. I would definitely look into that. But I got a lot going on for you. You got life coach, psychologist. You might want to watch pile 1 too. I feel like you're a lot alike with some slight differences. If you are called to or felt a pull to pile 1 as well, I would watch it. I hope you liked it. If you want more of these in the future, please give me a thumbs up below. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile 3, you picked Looney Tunes, or Daffy Duck, I should say. Alright, so before we get into your reading, I like to sneak in a little bit of advice from angels for some inner work for you. We have music and soak in a bath. I think Spirit's sending you a lot of signs and synchronicities and messages through music, or they could be calling you to go back to music. It might be a help. It might help you release pent-up emotions and feelings. Soak in a bath. To me, you need to have fun and you need to chill. You're very stressed, overworked, and exhausted. Spirit's like, take a minute, get in the bathtub, put some music on, and zen the F out. That's advice from Spirit for you today. Alright, let's get into your reading. Let's see if you... Pile 1 and pile 2 sounded a lot alike, so let's see if you are like that. Or different. We have Nourish the Sacred Feminine. Ooh, so pile 2 was a masculine energy. It's only fitting that pile 3 would be the feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, this is energy. This is a caretaker, nourishing. Big heart. Wear your heart on the sleeve. Nurturing. People love you. They literally love you. Like you are a good person. Right? They're always like, oh, I love him. I love her. They're so nice. Like you get that a lot. Move beyond intention to belief and find your sacred flow. I don't know. I'm getting like talent scout or like music producer or casting director. It's like you have an eye. You might be in charge of selecting talent or finding talent or helping people find that talent within themselves. You could be like a voice coach, acting coach, anything like that. Insight, labyrinth, and happy love. Ooh, you're a Cupid too. You can help people, opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. You could be a literal spiritual teacher, as in you teach tarot, you teach crystals, you teach people how to be psychic or how to use their mediumships, or you just are a medium yourself. With this labyrinth, you could work in the occult, you could be a ghost hunter, you could use your gifts as a medium to make money or do readings for people. But this is about you using your insight to help people find their way through a maze or a difficult time. With this happy love, it could be a marriage counselor. You could be, like I said, a Cupid, somebody who helps people find love, a matchmaker. Find love with themselves. You could be a life coach. We have perception, workaholic, creation, destiny, and quest. You help people change the perception of where to put their energy. Maybe you are saying, oh, you're putting all your energy in the wrong type of men or women. If you're trying to find love, we need to change our perspective and put work where it's appropriate. So you could help people. I'm just using love as a situation. It doesn't have to be. This could be a business plan. Like, you help people change. Maybe you work for an advertising firm and somebody came to you and they wanted you to come up with this whole pitch for their company and they just fucking hated it and they asked you to go back to the drawing board. So in comes your boss and they say, hey you, we need that creative spark that only you have. We have this difficult client. We need to relate to them. And I think this is you putting in those long hours to really hit home with the person you're working with. You are also an actual workaholic. I'd be leery of that. Change your perception because you still have family life and you still have a personal life, and make sure you're being fair to all of those through your work. You are a creator, definitely like director, some kind of artistic creator. Like, you could even own your own record label. Like, you are the creator of people's careers or responsible for them. You could be an agent, a manager. Yeah, you help them find their destiny. You help them find where they're, like, you find a talent in someone and you're like the best fucking talent scout. Like, you'll figure out what part to get in. Like, this is your thing. And if you're like a director, you're creating everything from the ground up. You're literally a workaholic. You pour yourself into this quest and you go on quest often. You're ruled by your creativity. This could even be like you going on tour or you traveling a lot to find talent or to find artistic people like you. You could even be an artist and you just move around where you're inspired and you have shows a couple times a year and you're just like one of them quirky type of artists, because I'm getting those vibes as well. We have communication, manifestation, leadership, and individuality. So you could work in communication. You could even be like a radio personality, a news anchor. You could give the news to people. But I think you're an expert communicator. You're an expert business person. Like, you know how to pitch. You know how to sell. And manifestation, you can make that money, baby. You're going to make any money anywhere. I feel like you could sell the shirt off my back to myself. Like, buy my own shirt back. I feel like you have, if you wanted to, you could obtain those skills. But you're a manifester. You make shit happen not only for yourself, but for these people. Like, you believe in someone. Like, you see a talent. You're like, damn, I could make that person famous. We could go on this ride together. You fucking make it happen, bro. Yeah, you take leadership. You're definitely a boss, a manager, the planner, the organizer, the get shit done one. You definitely are. But you're very independent and you help people become leaders. You might even be like, say you're like a branch of a company and a new, like, say you're a bank and you're opening a new bank in a new area. So you work for the company and you have to go to that bank and train everybody as far as management and make sure they're running it to the rules of the company. You might be an enforcer, training management and that kind of aspect. Doesn't have to be. Fucking little ants. I hate summer sometimes. You have abundance and grounding. Yeah, like you bring the money. I don't know why. Like you have a Midas touch. If I want you as an agent. Hi, do you believe in me? Because you know how to lock it in. You know how to pull that abundance out of someone, whether it be their talent or you're just so gifted, you make so much money. You might even make money doing your gift for charities. Like if you're a musician, you could hold one of those, like on TV call-in marathons. You know what I mean? And just because you're on it could make money. Like you just attract success. Money and family. I mean, you're going to be just fine in life, or you help people who have money. Balance it all. Money, family. I mean, house and home. Yeah. You help people balance it all. You could even be a personal assistant, like running all the legwork for people. We have empath and collector. You're definitely an empath, psychic. You might even read for celebrities or go to people's house or read from your home. But you're a feeler. You're ruled by your emotions. You pick up other people's feelings. That's definitely part of your soul journey. So I would look into empaths and psychics if you're not already dabbling in that. We have collector. Yeah, you are a collector of talent. You're an agent. Something like that. You find talented people wherever they are and you create with them or you help them get where they need to go. Talent scout. Hi, don't forget me. Alder, you're very wise. You have otherworldly knowing, but you're very business savvy. For sure, business savvy. Yeah, Eagle, you see the higher, you go to a show and people look around and are like, oh, wow, look at that person. They're really talented. Look how they play. And you look at them like you see billboards and you see their name and what they're wearing and all the people screaming in the stands and you see the end game and you just know how to get there. You see it and you just go. That's one of your gifts. Medicine guardian, you could be a doctor, nurse, shaman for sure. You might even go to places to find specific roots to make specific medicine. You might be a crusader. It doesn't have to be serious. You could be like Cindy Crawford with that, what's her stuff? Ageless Beauty, with that melon that they hiked supposedly into the rainforest for. You could be going there to find some shit like that to make money off of it. With these vibes, I wouldn't put it past you. You're a boss. Definitely Midas touch. Turns to gold. You just know how to make success. You know what's going to work. And if it isn't going to work, you don't even invest in it. The chess queen. Trust strategizing. Oh my God. Strategizing. I can speak, I swear. Master business. You're like a badass investor. The wise woman of Wonderland. Integrity, compromise. Although you're strong in business, you don't let people lose their moral compass. I just feel like you have a heart of gold. You're like a boss. A very rare mix. Good for you. The Swan Queen. Transformation, intuition, and patience. Yeah. This is definitely twin flames. It's like maybe you are a super matchmaker. Maybe that's just one of your secret talents. You're just good at helping people find love or finding what they love to do or making what they love into money. Watchers, transpersonal. You're always watching for that next talent. You're a scout of some kind. You could even be a sports scout. Lost in space, needing direction. Yeah, people, they don't know how to get their talent off the ground or they don't know where to go from here. You are a compass. You don't have to be a talent scout. You could be a life coach. It's like, where do I go from here? I got you. Let's figure this out. And you sit down with your notebook and you help them make a plan. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Oh, shit. Some of you actually help people. I I don't know why I heard doula, or you help people conceive, or you like a wet nurse for some of you out there, not for everyone. We have achievement, precognition, and twin flames. Oh shit. You could be a tarot card reader, helping people find and come into union with their twin flame. You could actually have a twin flame out there. This could be confirmation from spirit that you have a powerful business partner who's also a love interest for some of you. You might even make twins. You might even birth twins. Yeah, precognition. You're definitely precognitive. You have psychic abilities. You might see stuff in your sleep or just get visions. And this is how you achieve things. You follow your visions. You follow your insight. When you get that feeling about someone, that's your gift. People can't see ahead like you can. That's why you're the perfect scout. Strange Valentine. Love is strange. Yeah, you're definitely a Cupid. You help people with love, whether it's love themselves, love what they do, or love of another person. You're just like, you take a heart that's kind of mashed or don't know what to do. It's like, and you figure it all out. I don't know how you do it because I can't even explain how you do it, but you're amazing. We have Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. People come to you like, I don't like my life. This is bullshit. I have all this talent. I'm not meant for this. Like, can you help me? And you're like, yeah, I can help you. For sure. Shallow grave. You miss someone. You might help people communicate with their departed loved ones. For those of you that are out there as a medium, you might make your money that way by helping people connect. Or this is just another card saying, yes, you are psychic. Bat. You can communicate with spirits. You help people face their shadow side, face their dark side, their underworld. Yes, you are a medium for sure. You could definitely work as an exorcist or like a ghost hunter or somebody who goes in and helps clear bad energy. An owl. You have otherworldly insight. Trust it. I feel like you just know things sometimes, like it just comes to you. That's psychic transmute of information. That's also a rare trait. Wow, pile 3. Look at you. You're going to do some crazy shit. I can't wait to see what it is. I hope you liked it. If you did and you want more of these in the future, please give me a thumbs up below. And I'll see you next time. If you like my vibes, please subscribe. I love you all. See you soon. Bye. Toodles. Have a good day tomorrow.